Y'all wanted a free Palestine, and a free Palestine is what you got. The war in Gaza is officially over. We have peace. It's a ceasefire. And things in Gaza are going as good as they could. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Free Palestine, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We made it. Now the Palestinians are living freely and happily and enjoying one another's company and building a fruitful and flourishing state for themselves. I'm Tal the Traveling Clat, your favorite white colonizer and member of the 109 Club, 109 countries that the Jews were kicked out of. If you want to be a member of the 109 Club, get the merch down below in the description at thetravelingclad.com, and let's go on a journey together, ladies and gentlemen, to learn about how it's going in the new Hamas-run Gaza post-genocide that they all survived, that the population increased in, and that they've maintained a population of healthy lions and baboons. That's not a joke. And iPhone 17 Pros, that is not a joke. I wish it was, that they have maintained during the ongoing genocide. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently Israel has violated the ceasefire agreement 46 times. Apparently. I don't know how. There's no proof of it, but they have. So let's take a look at how it's going here in Gaza.
ما من رسائل توجه إلى العدو الصهيوني إنما هي النصيحة فنحن نترك له المجال للهجرة الطوعية عن أرضنا وعن فلسطيننا المباركة فتمة وقت ليس بالكثير أمامه ليغادر أرضنا فهو أمام خياران لا ثالث لهما إما الرحيل والهرب عن أرضنا وإما أن نحتمله ليكون في باطل الأرض تحت أقدامنا قتلى وأموات بإذن الله تبارك وتعالى. أما رسالتنا لأبناء شعبنا وأبناء أمتنا فنطمئنكم نحن بخير وبألف خير وحذار أن يتسلل اليأس إلى قلوبكم وإلى صدوركم من حجم الجريمة التي ارتكبها العدو الصهيوني فهو أراد أن يحدث في عقولكم كيا للوعي بهذه الجريمة. نحن بخير وبألف خير ونحسب أننا من القدس أقرب ويسألونك متى هو قل عسى أن يكون قريبا ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. حقيقة هذا يوم من أيام الله يوم مشهود تقوم المقاومة في قطاع غزة بتسليم جثث العدو الصهيوني على مرأى ومسمع من العالم في بث حي ومباشر. هؤلاء القتلى قد قتلهم العدو بيده. نحن في المقاومة قمنا بالكثير من الإجراءات للحفاظ على هؤلاء الأسرى لكن هذا لم يكن مفيدا لنتنياهو أو حكومته الفاشية النازية فهو قام متعمدا بقتلهم وها هو اليوم يحصد ما زرع من خلال استهدافاته وجرائمه المتكررة. تجديد الحرب نحن ليست تمت خيارات أمامنا إلا المقاومة والمجابهة ونحن رسالتنا إلى نتنياهو أننا بإذن الله تبارك وتعالى عازمون على المضي قدما في تحرير أرضنا وبلادنا لن نرفع الراية البيضاء لن نستسلم لا نحن ننتصر أو نموت.
Amazing. We either win or die. And so, you know what I wish for you? Habib Albi, please, mut. That is the what is you want. What do you want is what you will receive. And I just want to notice for you guys, anybody who's not well versed in Middle Eastern geopolitics, society, if you want to pay attention to what a man who has intercourse with a donkey, who fucks donkeys, looks like, this is what we would call in the Middle East a donkey fucker. This is what somebody who has sex with donkeys looks like. Somebody who, in Hebrew, we would say, how could we say? Mekayem yachasim im chamorim. Shochev im chamorim. This is what a person who does that, that's what they look like. It's the cheap sunglasses. It's the Alibaba green bandana with some AI writing on it. It is the green kafiyah. It's all those things together. And it's the spandex face mask that looks like he might have stole. Amazing screenshot. There you go. If you want to know what somebody who fucks donkeys looks like, this is it right here. Just so you guys can see. I'm just trying to educate my audience. No harm done there. It's going well in Gaza. It seems that they've learned a lot from the genocide. It seems that they would never attempt to put themselves or their population in harm's way again. And ending on the sentence, we either win or die. Great. You know what I say? I feel in peace. Oh my God, I feel in peace, and I'm looking for a new apartment. I'm not even looking for a bomb shelter anymore in my apartment because I know that that's it. It's peace in the Middle East, right, everybody? There's no risk of getting bombed in Israel anymore. It's over. We're going to have peace soon, right? 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 That being said, this is the newest update from yesterday, last night. I'm just going to show you guys the post on the U.S. Department of State. This was coming from the office of the spokesperson. I'm going to show you guys the actual post that I found this from. I found this on Eyes of Palestine or Palestine Pixel. I follow a lot of the Palestinian propaganda pages just so I can get updated from their sources as well. So I'll read it to you from here, but it's the same exact note. If you want to look at it, it's on the state.gov website, office of the spokesperson. I'm just going to read it from here because it looks a little better visually. For immediate release, media note, October 18th, 2025, planned attack by Hamas. The United States has informed the guarantor nations of the Gaza peace agreement of credible reports indicating an imminent ceasefire violation by Hamas against the people of Gaza. What a fucking surprise! This planned attack against Palestinian civilians would constitute a direct and grave violation of the ceasefire agreement and undermine the significant progress achieved through mediation efforts. What progress? Let me tell you. The guarantors demand Hamas uphold its obligations under the ceasefire terms. Should Hamas proceed with this attack, measures will be taken to protect the people of Gaza and preserve the integrity of the ceasefire. The United States and other guarantors remain resolute in our commitment to ensuring the safety of civilians, maintaining calm on the ground, and advancing peace and prosperity for the people of Gaza and the region as a whole. It's almost like we've been dealing with terrorists. Almost. It's almost like we've been dealing with terrorists whose intention is to continue to kill people. It's almost like, but not 100% that. Now, if we're smart, what we do is, collectively, even the nations who signed the agreement, we say, Hamas, thank you so much for bringing back the live hostages. We're now destroying the ceasefire agreement, and we're coming to kill you. Each and every one of you. Run or die. There's no in between. That's what a normal Middle East situation does, and that's how you get the white flag. You say right now, Hamas, sorry, you got fucked. Thanks for falling into our trap. We're all turning our backs on you. That's what you do. And Donald Trump needs to go in, talk to all these countries one by one and say, this is what we're doing. You're either in or you're out. You want America's money, you want America's investment, you're either in or you're out. And let's finish this for real. Is that going to happen? Let's take a look back into Gaza and see what we think. This is from Yosef Haddad. Listen to Ibrahim and you'll understand the next generation in Gaza. Let's learn from little Ibrahim.
Ibrahim, ليش ماسك البارودة؟
عشان حرر القدس.
تحرر القدس؟ يا الله، أنت بدك تحررها؟ يا شيخ والله ما أنت محرر باب دارنا يا زلمة، الله يسود وجهك. كيف بدك تحررها؟ هذا كذب بطخش. بالك بطخش هذه كذب، كده حررها. احكي لهم كيف بدك تحررها.
السلاح.
Ibrahim.
Fantastic, Ibrahim. I'm so happy as you sit on the ruins of your destroyed house that you just got genocided in somehow. It's fantastic to see that your intention is to continue to attack Israel. It's really smart. Really, really smart. Actually, I think it may be the most intelligent thing to come out of Gaza in a very long time. Now, if you didn't know, the Gazans have learned a lot from the Swedish doom goblin, as my friend Alec, the insightful nomad, likes to say, and they have become full-blown not activists, because Greta has switched sides from eco-activist to eco-terrorist. Don't forget, when Greta Thunberg came here thrice, she dumped lithium-ion batteries in my sea, in the Mediterranean Sea, endangering the life and the sustainability and the food sources of me, an indigenous brown person in the Middle East who is an ethnic minority and oppressed by colonial powers here. That's what Greta Thunberg did. So what did the Gazans do? They learned from the best. They killed a fucking whale shark. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Look at that. What a fucking sad ending for a beautiful animal. This whale shark strolled along the coasts last week of Haifa, of Tel Aviv, of Ashdod, not knowing where the fuck he was going to end up. Poor guy, swimming around. Everyone in Israel, they named him Ophir. He had a name. Everyone in Israel was so excited because it's very, very rare to see whale sharks in the Mediterranean. We get them in the Red Sea occasionally, but in the Mediterranean, it's almost unheard of. And if you need any more proof that Gaza is just a hole of death, and the place is fucking cursed at this point. What do you need more than this video? Look at this. Does it not anger you? Yes. In some ways, I almost value the life of the whale shark more than the people in Gaza who support Hamas. I don't know what to tell you guys, because at a certain level, and it's not to dehumanize the children or the women there, because I obviously have a level of respect and a desire for them to not die. But when you see how much they embolden the idea of death, I saw this stupid Palestinian propagandist making a thing about them eating it. It's not even halal. They can't eat it. They're not allowed. They killed it for fun. They didn't kill it because they were going to fucking hunt it down and eat it. They killed it for fun. They're not allowed to eat shark. At least I don't think they are. It's not common. Now, I want to show you guys. I was having a little bit of fun with Sora AI, and I created some fun propaganda.
Oh, look at this giant fish. A whale shark all the way up on our shore. What is this tag? A Jewish state to be established in the Middle East, 1948. Who would put such a thing on a creature? Oh, look at this.
I was being silly. Take a look at this one. This one's pretty cool.
Go back. Look at. Ya Allah. It's huge. So heavy it cannot go back. Look at this fin. There is a tag. Let me see. I voted for a Jewish state to be established in the Middle East, 1948. Ya Allah.
How about this one, guys? How about this one? Maybe you like
Shark
this one.
out the surf. You hear what's going on in Gaza? They pulled a whale shark out the surf. Cooked it. Fed the whole street. Yeah, a whale shark. Big as a bus. You hear what's going on in
Big as a bus. I'm gonna put that shit on a shirt. I gotta put the whale shark of Gaza on a shirt. I definitely think it's gonna be the next merch drop. Is remember Ophir the whale shark or something. I don't know, because they fucked that whale shark. And then this has no relation to Gaza, but I thought this was funny. I made this.
Trunk's popping. Let's see what we got. You got to be kidding me.
Is that?
It's mac and cheese. The whole trunk.
Too. Look at the steam.
Hold up. There's something under here.
No way.
It's a declaration for the creation of a Jewish state in the Middle East. Trunk.
AI shit is so stupid, guys. I'm sorry. It's so fucking dumb. All right. So the last thing we have to look at here are just a little bit of clips from President Donald Duck. Okay. We love Donald Trump. We do appreciate everything he did for the hostages. We really do. Breaking. Trump threatens to destroy Hamas through military action if they do not stop massacring Palestinians inside Gaza. This was a few days ago. It was on the 16th. If Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice but to go in and kill them. Thank you for the attention to this matter. I call BS because honestly, nobody cares about the lives of the Gazans. No one does. If anybody, neither the U.S. or Egypt, if anybody cared, really, Gazans' lives don't matter to the most of the world. People don't care about them. They don't have value, neither to the West or to the East or to anyone. And that's the saddest part about all this is we're gaslit to believe that our governments and our leaders even give a fuck about the people of Gaza. They don't care about the people of Gaza. Nobody cares. I feel like I'm one of the only people who actually cares about the people of Gaza. Nobody gives a fuck about their well-being. No one cares. I don't think that the U.S. is going to intervene if Hamas continues killing Gazans, because that's been the position of the Gazans for the last 15 years. And what's going to happen when you remove Hamas? Is it not the primary ideology of Gaza? Are they not going to continue to kill each other? Who are you going to take accountability from then? The way this ceasefire deal has been imposed, this is not going to work, guys. I don't see it working. And I don't mean to be pessimistic. I really am not. I said this before. Here's the innocent Gazans. Mujahideen. That's so great, man. That's really good for you. Here's another clip from our president. Let's take a look. Trump, Saudi Arabia. Okay.
I hope to see Saudi Arabia go in, and I hope to see others go in. I think when Saudi Arabia goes in, everybody goes in, highly respected. And the Crown Prince, who's also the Prime Minister, and the King in waiting, his father's such a wonderful man. He's still healthy, and he's still very sharp. But yeah, I think that they're going to all go in very soon.
So they've indicated to you a willingness to do so.
Oh, they have, even as recently as like yesterday.
I wonder if they tell him this stuff in private, and he just goes out and tells the news, and they get angry at him. They text him like, "Fucking Donald, stop! We told you this in privacy. Stop telling the news." But that's what Trump likes to do. He likes to kind of jump the gun a little bit. You know, I don't know. I do think that Saudi Arabia is ready for peace with us. They've indicated this over 2 years ago. I mean, it's longer than that. Indonesia wants peace with us. They all want peace with us because we're fucking awesome. That's the reality. Most of the governments realize it makes a lot more sense to have peace with us than to be our enemy. You don't want to be Israel's enemy. We proved that during this war. You really don't. For this tiny little fucking nation, we are not to be fucked with. We really proved that. You want to say America's money or not? Call us a proxy of the West. Whatever the fuck you want, sit on it, baby. That's what I have to tell you. Don't fuck with us. We will destroy you. Don't fuck with us. We're a bunch of crazy psychopaths, and that's what I want people to understand. We are not this liberal democracy that you think we are. We will fucking destroy you if you fuck with us. Don't tread on us. And I think that's the lesson that most of the Arab world and the Muslim world learned now. And they said, all right, this was the last-ditch effort to fucking destroy them. They really did give a good effort. They gave a great effort. It failed miserably because we're fucking bad at this shit. Maybe we can be friends with Israel for a couple of decades and learn from them how to fight a fucking war. Maybe, I don't know. But imagine how much stronger we would be if Saudi was working with us, if Oman was working with us, if Bahrain was working with us, if Indonesia was working with us. What's the point of having why? What is the point of being our enemy? You will only benefit from being our friend. You only lose from being pro-Palestinian. Being pro-Palestinian only gives you death, only gives you negativity. It doesn't give you anything. Allah is not on your side. The Quran is not on your side. History is not on your side. Economical is not on your side. The war strategy army not on your side. Nothing is on your side for being pro-Palestine. You get zero benefit. And even to yourself, you have to sit there and lie to yourself that you actually care about the lives of Palestinians. And then you don't do anything. Let's cut this shit. Make peace with Israel. And I like, this is the one thing that I really, really appreciate about Bibi. He said this years ago at the beginnings of the Abraham Accords. We will bypass the Palestinians for peace, make peace with everybody else before them, and them last. Why? Because they have proven an inability to make peace with us. First, we need to make friends with all of the friends in the surrounding who we need their respect more than anybody else. And only then, after, do I think we can come back home and say, Palestinians, these are the options presented to you on the table. Take it, leave it, or die. Nothing else. Sorry. That's where we are. You guys wanted us to be dhimmis. You wanted us to pay the jizya. You gave us the option. Take it, leave it, or die. What does the Bible say? A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. We're returning the favor. Thank you for coming, colonizing our region. It's not going to work anymore.
So happening today,
Let's take a look at this clip.
will host Ukrainian President Zelensky as he considers whether to give the country Tomahawk missiles ahead of his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
We need Tomahawks for the United States of America, too. We have a lot of them, but we need them. I mean, we can't deplete for our country. So, you know, they're very vital. They're very powerful.
Here to discuss it is retired four-star general, Fox News senior strategic analyst, chairman of the Institute of Study of War, which is a must-read every day, General Jack Keane. General, your thoughts about the Vladimir Putin's timing on the call and Zelensky's meeting today?
Well, certainly I think probably the president heard something in that call. What we don't know is he's had so much conversation with Putin. Is there something different in terms of his sincerity this time about really wanting to make some kind of compromise? Obviously, it's worth the president's time in his mind that he expects something like that to happen. The evidence we have to date, and certainly the president is very much aware of it, that Putin has made continuous promises and hasn't kept them. And indeed, since all of these talks have been going on the phone and certainly in person as well, what has Putin done? He's escalated the war against civilians, and he expanded military incursion into NATO countries. That's the reality of what we're dealing with, and no evidence whatsoever of compromise. I think it's helpful that Rubio and Lavrov are going to meet first next week, and certainly if Lavrov isn't putting something real on the table there, I don't think we should get the president involved in another meeting that leads to empty promises. But look, the president knows how to leverage an adversary. He's just demonstrated that clearly in the Middle East. The facts speak for themselves. So he understands that. And also the other thing we should know is, look, the Russian army wasn't good when the war began. It's not good now, and it's never going to be good. they are extraordinarily vulnerable. They've just had an offensive. They've been trying to succeed in taking the southern part of Ukraine for over a year, and they have failed at doing it. They actually wanted, if you remember, Zelensky to give up the territory they cannot take. And we at Institute for the Study of War don't think they can ever take it. So that's what Putin is facing. And now, you know, with the possibility of Tomahawks reaching the sanctuary that protect the bombers that are delivering cruise missiles on the civilian population, and also touching the manufacturing capability of where the Shahed drones are being manufactured, that sanctuary is protected because Ukraine doesn't have the long-range weapons to reach it. That's what the Tomahawks would do, and that obviously would put more military pressure on Putin in terms of the success of his campaign. So the president's got plenty of leverage here for sure.
He feels even more. He feels more than ever that Putin wants to do a deal. So they're going to end up in Hungary, and possibly Zelensky could be there too. Maybe not in the same room, but the president's willing to go to great lengths in order to stop the killing. And I think the leverage of the Senate sanctions, along with the possible delivery of the Tomahawks, which can do everything you just said, is very much in Vladimir Putin's mind. So we'll have to see how that goes today. But General, I have to go to Hamas and your sense on what they're doing now, trying to kill off their enemies, being slow walking a lot of the bodies. I found out yesterday that the Israelis told them where 10 bodies are located. You don't need special equipment. And now they got 48 hours to deliver them, and they're already overdue. But let's bring back the president's quote, and here's what he said. If Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice but to go in and kill them. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And it won't be us, it'll be the IDF and there's other Arab countries. Your thoughts about the president and the way Hamas has acted since the deal was signed?
Well, in the agreement, there is an acknowledgement that it would take some time to find these bodies. Hamas wasn't in control of all of the live hostages. The two other terrorist groups operating inside of Gaza, and they're not in charge of all of the deceased bodies either. But the Israelis have given them the intelligence they have received from Hamas fighters and also Palestinians who they detained and know where those bodies are. So that is assisting them. There are some issues with rubble. The Turks are probably going to provide a very large group that they use after earthquakes take place to help find bodies. So there are some logistical issues here. But I think the Israelis are right that there is some delay tactics going on here. Why is that? Well, because Hamas stays in control as long as this is going on. And they are telegraphed that they, one, are not going to disarm. What does that mean? That means that they're not going to give up control. They want those weapons to be able to maintain control over the population itself. So it looks like we're on a collision course here. Not for certain, but it seems to be heading towards that we're likely going to have to use force to disarm Hamas if they stay in the mindset they're currently in.
Keep your phone on, General. There's so many impactful things going on.
I want to explain something to you guys for the last time. This assessment that Hamas and the Gazan populace are removable from one another is a fallacy. Now, this is not me condemning every single Gazan to death. Don't misconstrue my words. This is not me saying that every single Gazan is Hamas. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is the default position and the ideology of Hamas is embedded into 90% of the Palestinians. How do I know? I speak to them on a regular basis. I debate with them. I argue with them. I converse with them. I've traveled to those areas. It doesn't come from a place of ignorance. It comes from a place of deep, profound knowledge. The peaceful Palestinian is a pariah. It is not the default position, and it is not accepted by 90% of Palestinians. Normalization with Israelis, with Jews, with Western powers is not the default position of the Palestinians. Everywhere in Palestine, in Israel, in the West Bank, in Judea and Samaria, or in Gaza, all over Palestine, whatever Palestine is to them, the default position is muqawama. You've heard it in this video, resistance. That's violent resistance. That's death. That's Intifada 1 and 2. That's October 7th. That's the default position. Now, if you remove Hamas from power, what the fuck does that mean when 90% of the population believes in the ideology of Hamas? There's no simple solution to this, but the solution at the moment, everybody knows it, it's not a ceasefire. Ceasefire is not going to work. It's overwhelming military pressure continuing till you see a white flag. The enemy, which is Hamas, needs to pull up a white flag. Now they have no more bargaining chips. I mean, they do have the dead bodies of our hostages, and we should try to get as many of those dead bodies out as possible. But everybody with a resounding handshake says, now we can go harder than we ever have. We have all of our living hostages back. The smartest thing to do from the U.S. administration, from this coalition working to make Gaza a better place, is to attack them hard now. Give them the hardest hit, surprise them, make them surrender. They will surrender, but it has to be now. Can't wait with it, can't delay it anymore. You have to hit them as hard as you've ever hit them now. They cannot fight back properly. They can only hide in tunnels. Starve them out, build all the capacity you can to save as many civilians as you can. You don't owe them anything other than removing Hamas from Gaza. That's the only thing you owe these people. That's it. It will help their generations in the future. If we do anything short of that, it's a failure because they will come back. It's a cancer. You have to remove the tumor. Remove it. Don't just kick it down the road. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Thanks for watching my videos. And join the 109 Club by buying merch down below in the description. I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Has this ever happened to you? Hey, are you a Zionist?
What is this hesitation? You think Judah the Maccabee was hesitating when he's fighting for Israel?
Here, take this.
You think Queen Esther hesitated before stopping Haman from ending the Jews of Persia?
Well,
hey Habibi, you think Herzl thought he was a white colonizer as he Zionized the Jews of Europa? Listen, kid. I don't care if you're a Muslim, a Jew, or a Christian. You're a Zionist, right?
Yeah.
Well, a good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys some provocative merchandise.
They do?
Absolutely, a pinch of I have some incredible designs for you, Yeled. They say everything promised to you 3,000 years ago. Here, take a shirt with a matching hat. For you, good price. They say they kick you from 109 countries. Here, join the 109 Club. Take shirt and matching hat. For you, good price. Habibi, you want to Zionize? Here, take shirt, matching hat. You like Kuba Selek shel Safta? Here, take shirt, matching hat. Take sticker, take hoodie. Take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take.
Yossi, achi, he understand you, stop!
A good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys merch. Yalla, Habibi, for you, good price. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.